EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, 6 yards, 56, come to my work.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
So don't say nothing.
They give to Johnson going right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Check.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz. Another try after the first down sack. Haskin into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing now is Murray. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
at their own 20-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's a party out. Hey, switch gears.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Right here. 53.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff. Johnson. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 53 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And an alley to run. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, he'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
58, boy, 58.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Haskins. Out to the left. It's complete to Dodson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Again, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. Johnson, the intended target. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 43 is the mark.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hopkins with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. Past the 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlight. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Here's Haskins to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Rodney Gunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On the move to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Haskins. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal. Haskins, that is caught at the 7-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
58 Mike, 58 Mike.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53, Mike, 53. Watch the out.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. First half in. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receiver.
And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.